What's up, guys? Today we have the Specialized Tero 3.0. The only things that are not stock are the back tire and the pedals. Everything else is stock. Maybe these grips, but that's not going to make any kind of difference on the performance. What we're going to be doing right now is a speed test and all of the PAS settings. Morning. So we're going to be doing a speed test on all the PAS settings. I think this bike has 3 modes on the Specialized side and has, I would think, 10 modes on the micro shift side, or it's micro something. It's basically 10%, 20%, 30%, all that stuff. Okay, 0%. So if we're going to start off with, first of all, we're at 34% battery. It says we've got 20 miles of estimated range. This bike has a lot of range, so that's probably accurate. I just want to call out the bike is not at 100% charge, but in my experience, this bike gives you pretty much the full output regardless. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop right here and we're going to take off in 0. All right, taking off, putting minimal power into the pedals. I'm just cycling my legs at this point. We're going to go up to gear 7. I'm going to try to maintain gear 7 or 6 for the remainder, just to keep it level while I'm on the ride. So as of right now, I'm putting in very little effort with 0% assistance. I'm able to maintain about 14 miles an hour. You can see that the display is 14.4. My app is 14, so it is accurate. All right, let's come back around and we'll test 10%. All right, stopping right here. Going 10%, taking off, minimal effort. Of course, I have to put a little bit more effort taking off just because I'm in a higher gear, but I'm not pushing down hard on the pedals. So, all right, with 10% kicked in, we're starting to pick up the pace. Yet again, I'm not really putting in a lot of effort here. We're maintaining 15, 14, so the higher section of 14 miles per hour, closer to 15, seems to be the output of the bike. Keep in mind, like I said, I'm putting very little effort into the pedals right now. All right. Stopping again. We're in gear 7. Going to turn it up to 50%. Taking off. All right. Really not having to put any effort to start off now. Okay. Already up to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. All right, so we're getting to the point now, we're at 17 miles an hour, almost 18, and I'm feeling like we're going to start outrunning the gear ratio. But I guess just what that means, if I'm gonna keep gear 7, I'm gonna have to have a higher cadence. So that means that less effort as far as muscle strength, but more effort as far as pedaling speed. All right, 90%. Here we go. And pretty much not having to put any torque into the pedals at all. 19, 20, 21, 22. Really spinning the legs. Sorry if the camera's shaking around. 23. This place says 24. 24.5. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go for 100%. On the second portion of this, I might turn the gearing all the way up just to see what we can get. All right, so we're at 100% assistance, minimum effort, spinning. We're at 22, almost 23. Spinning a lot now, but we're getting up there to 24, 25. Okay. So, just to give you guys an idea of the difference, I'm going to keep it at 100%. I'm going to shift the gears up to the top gear 9, and then see what it'll do. We just hit like 24 pretty easily. So, shift it up. I know, I hear those gears clanking. I shouldn't be doing that, but all right, we are 100% assistance. Tall gear. Minimal effort. And we are maintaining about 20 miles an hour, 23, 24, about 25 miles an hour. Okay. All right. We're going to go down. All right. So now we're going to be switching to, there are a couple buttons on here. So this button right here, if you view it, it switches to your display modes, and you can customize these. This one right here switches you from, let me see if I can get to a better screen for this. Okay, so this shows all the information. This button right here at the bottom, it changes the mode. So I'm going to click it, and it's going to change it to Eco, Trail, and Turbo. We'll click it again. It's going to be at 100%, 100%, 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, 50%, 40%, 30%, 20%, 10%, and 0%. Flip it back over to the other. Turbo, Trail, Eco, off. So yeah, so that's how that's all set up. I'm going to switch it over to the typical setup. I'm going to put it in Eco. We're at gear 7, and we're going to take off here in a second. But one thing I wanted to show you guys before we do that is that this bike, if I can find the app, okay, is customizable. So I mentioned this in my other videos, but tune, there we go. Cool. So right now it's an Eco, Trail, Turbo. Okay, so basically what that means, I think it's in race mode or something like that. Let's see. Maybe it was in custom. They changed the mapping. Anyway, so you can change these mappings. Race mode obviously turns everything up, battery friendly, kind of puts everything in a position where it's like low, medium, high. Universal is, I guess, a little higher, higher, and highest. So what I like to do is put it in battery friendly mode, but then I take this and I put it down here. So that's typically the way I ride. I have Eco 25%, Trail 50%, and Turbo 75%. That's how I manage these modes, but to be honest with you, I end up using the 10%, 20% more than I do this, just because I don't want this level of assistance all the time for the lowest level, and I don't want to turn it all the way off, so I end up using the micro adjustments or whatever, and it works out better for me. So anyway, so I'm going to put it in universal, because this is probably what other people are going to ride it in, and now we're going to ride the bike. And we did that all like live, right? So the bike is adjusted right now. It's in eco mode. We're going to take off. We're in gear 7, actually. Yeah. We're in gear 7, eco mode. We open the speed back open. There we go. You can also see the speed right here, but it's a lot smaller. All right, so we are in eco, gear 7. We are cruising at 15, 16, 17, 18 miles an hour. And I am not pedaling hard, not pedaling fast, but it is definitely getting easier. And I'm not putting out a lot of effort except for spinning fast. And we're sitting at like 18, almost 19 miles an hour. Before I upgraded the bike, it was sitting at like 15 miles an hour or something like that for the same setting. So much less speed, about the same level of assistance, but much less speed, and it would just cut out earlier. And when I mean cut out earlier, it would cut out like at like 15 versus cutting out at 18 or 19. Anyway, let's punch it up to trail mode. All right, trail mode, gear 7. We've got 26% battery left. As you can see, that short stint at 100% kind of cooked some energy off the battery. Oh, all right, we're sitting at 20. I'm gonna have to spin a little bit faster on this. All right, minimum effort, but I'm having to spin. But pretty easily getting up to 20 miles an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and shift up, because this is when I go to the full power mode, it's gonna want to outrun my pedaling. Anyway, that was right around 20, 21 miles an hour if you spin fast in 7th gear on trail mode. Now let's put it up to turbo. All right, and we've got it in top gear. It's 9 for this bike, 9 speeds. All right, minimal effort, just taking off. Keep in mind, you wouldn't ride the bike this way, you would shift through the gears, but I'm doing this because I want it to be somewhat easy to understand the speed and the assistance in a specific gear. All right, and I'm not putting out maximum effort, and I am just turning the pedals, and we are sitting at 23, 22, about 23 miles an hour, minimal effort, turbo mode. All right, let's go. Okay, now we're in eco. Taking off, moderate effort. Eco mode. Or 20 mile an hour, almost 21. Moderate effort, eco mode. About 21 miles an hour. My current heart rate let's turn it up to trail mode. Gear 7. Moderate effort. Trail mode. Alright, we're looking at right around 22, 23, 24, 24.5. Okay, and now we're going to punch it up to turbo. We're in gear 7. I'm going to try gear 7 all the way here, and then on the back stretch I'm going to go up to top gear. Actually, you know what? I'll keep it in this gear, and then I'll flip it over to maximum on the next loop. All right. Gear 7, turbo mode, 23, 24, 25, 25.6, almost 26 miles an hour. All right, maximum effort turbo mode. Why does this keep changing on me? Alright, maximum effort turbo mode, 19% battery left. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Next pass. Ooh, that was a hard shift. I think we got up to 28.3. Heart is pumping. I'm gonna turn that down to 20%. Heart rate's 161. Let's flip this over. So we got 33 minutes of riding. Average speed 12 miles an hour with the stopping included. And a top speed of 28.2 miles an hour. And that 28.2 just came right there at the end. Just keep in mind, guys, this is at 18% battery. I'm not saying it would do much better if it was full, but it would do better. So that's the expectation for the output of the bike, even at the lower end of the pack. My experience is this bike has it all. Range, comfort, decent gear set, decent brakes. The only issue I had was with the tires, and I just upgraded the pedals because I wanted something that was more sticky to my feet for mountain biking. I want to get over here and try this hill and kind of show you guys what it'll do up a hill. I mean, this hill is not like something you'd find in Colorado, but it's significant. It's all enough that it's and difficult for me to climb, especially without assistance. Maybe we session it a little bit, give it a go with the different assist levels. Alright, here we go. We're at 10% assistance, gear 7. We're going to climb this hill, see what speed we can maintain. We have to shift down. Oh, moderate at high effort. High effort, having to stand on the pedals. Still sitting at 13 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. 12, 13. Cruising at this hill in eco mode. Sitting at 12. This last section of the hill. Woo! Feel the burn. 11. And sit down. Woo! Okay. Alright. Okay. That was 10%. I'm gonna flip this over. Eco Trail and Turbo. Starting out at gear 7, eco mode. About 12 miles an hour so far, almost 13. Definitely easier than 10%. I'm just cruising a little bit now. Still have to stand on the pedals, but it's not bad. Ooh. Tired. If you're interested, my heart rate's at 170. So yeah, this is tough. Okay. Gonna flip around, put this thing in trail mode, gear 7, climb the hill. All right, definitely easier. Maintain 14, 15, almost 16. I'll put more effort in it. We're sitting at 17 miles an hour, climbing this hill. That's interesting. Never seen that before. The battery percentage turned orange or yellow. Orange is yellow. We're sitting at about 17 miles an hour going up this hill and trail line. Okay, last setting. I've been riding for about 40 44 minutes. Okay, turn this thing up to turbo. Here we go. Gear 7, climb the hill, high effort. 17, 18, 19, about 20 miles an hour going up this hill. Still high heart rate, 156, 18 mile an hour. Towards the top of the hill, 18 and a half. All right. Ooh. With an estimated range of 4 and a battery percentage of 12. Let's push that down to eco. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah. Heart rate is high. Heart rate is high. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that about does it for the speed test on the Turbo Tero 3.0 from Specialized. We've done all right, guys. We're gonna try this. Punch it up. There's a speed sign here. See how high we can get. 30. Woo! 30 or 31. Yeah, buddy. That was great. Woo! Okay, that's it for today. So, as I started to say back there, that's a wrap on our top speed test from 0 to 10%, or 0 to 100%, from eco all the way up to turbo, on both flat ground and up a hill. If you guys like this video, give me a like. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. If you have something you want me to do with this bike or any of the bikes I have in the garage, comment down below. Thanks for watching.